Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for joining the session and welcome to TungaBadraNetworks. So today we are going to see how how the firewall is going to what is the role of firewall in the security. This is especially we are going to connect demo on the Palo Alto firewall. So which is related to PCNSE. So let me introduce myself. So my name is Karthik, and I have total 7+ years of experience in this networking domain, including 4 years of experience as Palo Alto Tech engineer. So along with me, we have Harsha, who is also an Palo Alto Tech engineer, who is going to assist. Okay, once you enroll the course, we both will be there to assist you on the course. Either it is lab related things or either anything related to this course, we are going to help you throughout the course. And as we disclaim that it is not an institute, but this is going to like an industrial training where we are providing real time labs with real examples, how some how the real situations will be, and we have made those into the labs, and we are providing those labs to you while during the course. So first, before entering to the codes, do anyone have experience in the security domain or anyone working in the firewalls?
No, sir.
Others, anyone have any experience in the security, especially on the any of the firewall, not only Palo Alto, there will be multiple firewall vendors. So anyone having any experience on firewalls?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah,
No, sir, I don't have any experience on firewalls.
yeah, okay, oh, okay,
Hi, sir.
yeah, hi.
Yeah, actually, I have an experience of 3 years experience on wireless test engineer.
Mm-hmm,
So, as when we are configuring wireless things,
mm-hmm.
we used to do config firewall also, firewall config. Those basic idea only.
Okay, okay. What type of firewall you are using there? Which vendor?
Like they'll have separate router. This is a that is a product.
Mm-hmm.
A
Okay.
product called that.
Okay, okay, no issues. Okay. So here, in these codes, in this demo, we are going to know about the what is security and what is the role of firewall in the security, and especially we are how the Palo Alto is going to deal and how Palo Alto emerge as an leading vendor in the security domain. Okay. So basically, what security means? So security is something like whatever we are sharing our confidential information over the internet, or whatever the sharing information between our let's take an example. You have an company, you have a company ABC, and you have multiple branch offices. Okay, one branch office is in Hyderabad, one branch office in Bangalore, one branch office in Chennai. Okay, so between the branch offices you have to share your confidential information. So whenever you are sharing your confidential information, you are supposed to your data not supposed to go via internet in a plain text. Okay, so whatever the information that you are exchanging between your branch offices, that should be in something in the encrypted format. Okay, no one has to see in the internet. Okay, so that's where the security will be concerned, and that's where the firewall has emerged. So these firewalls are security devices where it will be providing security between your private network and public network. Okay, something you are exchanging into the internet, or something you are sharing something into the internet. So how the firewall is going to provide security. Okay, so mostly for better example, I will take WhatsApp. Okay, so most of us are not most of us, everyone using WhatsApp. So if you open any of your friends chat, on top you can see a message. This uh, these messages are end to end encrypted, right? So have you seen that message? So if you open any of the WhatsApp message, so if you open any of your friends chat, on top you can see that, okay, this message to yourself or an end to end encrypted, no one else, even WhatsApp can read or listen your messages. So because whenever you are sharing something that is confidential, okay, that should be, okay, known to you who are sending and known to other who are receiving, okay. So if you are sharing something, okay, if you are sharing your personal information, or you are sharing your photos, or you are sharing some, okay, biodata of yours to, okay, your friend, so only you and your friend has to know, no other in the internet, or no other, okay, in the while transferring the data, no one in the internet has to see your data, okay. That's where the security comes, and that's where the firewall has emerged. So the firewall is an security domain, okay, security device, okay, where it is going to provide security, okay, security whenever some data or whenever the confidential information moving from your, okay, private network to private public network. Public in the sense it is an internet. And also whenever you are sharing some confidential information between your branch offices, there needs a firewall, okay. So if you see here, the firewall, how the firewall is going to protect your data. So the firewall is going to protect your data by, okay, by monitoring and controlling all incoming and outgoing traffic based upon the predefined security rules, okay. So here in the firewall we are going to defining the rules, which will be called as an policies or security rules, and in the Cisco terminology we can call it as an ACLs, okay. So all these will be termed differently, but action will be same, okay. So we are going to define a rules on the firewall, so that whenever the traffic reaches, okay, the whenever the traffic coming from inside or from outside, the firewall will verify the rules first, okay. So it will check the rules whether it has to be allow or not, and if the rule is defined to allow the traffic, it is going to allow the traffic, okay. So it is going to out, and either it is coming, the traffic coming inside of your, okay, network. So that's how the firewall is going to work. Not only the predefined rules, there are some more things that the firewall is going to work upon to provide security that we can know in the next slides. So in this, the firewalls, okay, the firewalls either be in hardware or software. You will get a doubt, either firewalls are hardware firewalls or software firewalls. So firewalls will be both hardware. You can have an hardware firewalls, and also you can see a software firewalls, okay. So hardware firewalls are those where you can deploy in the data centers or in the labs, okay. So these firewalls are same as how you will be having switches and routers. In the same way, the firewall will also be designed, the hardware firewalls. And if you want to deploy software firewalls, okay, you don't have a rack space, or you don't want hardware firewalls to, okay, to maintain, so you can use a software firewall. These software firewalls you can deploy in VM weights, okay, any of the VMs, or any of the hypervisors like ESXi, okay. You will be having hypervisors, ESXi or KVMs, or you can also deploy these software firewalls in clouds. So as you know, the clouds, you can see Azure, no, right? You are well aware of Azure and AWS, right? And you will be having GCP, which is Google Cloud, and Oracle OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. You can deploy the software firewalls in all those, okay. If you have any subscription of these clouds, you can use the software firewalls and deploy here, and you can use, okay, these are free to use, and you can use whenever you want, and whenever you want to deploy, you can deploy, okay. So the firewalls either, okay, hardware or software, depend upon your usage and requirement, you can use that. So if you want hardware, you can go ahead and buy an hardware firewalls from the Palo Alto. So they will provide hardware firewalls as well, okay. And in the firewalls, you can see multiple vendors, okay. So you will be having Cisco ASA, we will be having FortiGate, Fortinet firewalls, Palo Alto firewalls, Barracuda, Sophos, Checkpoint. all these vendor, okay, all these are firewall vendors, and you will be having sonic wall as well, okay, watchguard. Okay, so you will be having Juniper SRX firewalls. All these are firewall vendors, okay. All these vendors provide security, and they will be having their, okay, vendor specific firewalls, okay. And if you have all these firewalls, why we are going with only Palo Alto? Why Palo Alto has emerged as a leading security vendor, okay. So why it is providing, okay, why the Palo Alto is emerged as leading security vendor means, so the Palo Alto, okay, unlike all other firewalls, the Palo Alto, okay, is having a next generation firewall capability where it is providing security till layer 7, okay. And apart from that, it will also providing some advanced security features like advanced threat intelligence, okay, and IDS, IPS, okay. IDS means intrusion detection, okay, system, and IPS means intrusion prevention system. And here all this will be, okay, provided by the Palo Alto. Along with that, it will be providing advanced threat intelligence, where it is going to identify, okay, before something you are accessing from the web browser. Let's take, you are accessing HTTPS www.facebook.com, okay. So you are accessing facebook.com, and in this Facebook you are, okay, you are accessing from the browser. So if it is a browser that is publicly available, might be they will be having, okay, some antivirus or malwares, okay. There are some malwares available on that browser. If something is there, the Facebook, okay, if you are accessing Facebook, and if there is no firewall, that antivirus or malwares may harm your, okay, network, okay. So these Palo Alto firewalls will be, okay, detecting these malwares and antivirus on the websites, on the or the URLs that you are trying to access in advance, okay. It is going to detect, the Palo Alto firewall is going to detect in advance, and it is going to block this particular session, okay. So using advanced threat intelligence, it is going to identify all these, okay, malwares in advance. And if it, the Palo Alto firewall is going to identify these malwares, and obviously it is going to block that particular access, okay, to the Facebook, and user cannot access the application, okay, Facebook. So that the firewall is going to prevent introducing the antivirus or malware into the network or into the systems. That will be greatly, okay, protect your network. Along with that, it will also provide IDS and IPS. So both IDS and IPS will going to detect your, okay, antivirus or malwares, any of the vulnerabilities available. So what is basic difference between IDS and IPS means, IDS will only detect, okay. So it is going to detect, but IPS will detect and will prevent, okay. Will going to prevent all this antivirus malware. That's how the Palo Alto will be having, okay, next generation firewall capability, okay. And also it will be also having advanced threat intelligence, as we have discussed here. Advanced threat intelligence will work in such a way that, okay, in advance it is going to identify any malwares or any vulnerabilities or any antivirus available in that particular website, and it is going to block. If it is identified, the Palo Alto firewall is going to block, so that it is going to prevent, okay, introducing any malwares into your system, okay. And also Palo Alto will be having centralized management system, where, okay, if you have multiple firewalls in your network, okay, if you have multiple firewalls in your network, all these firewalls will going to manage by a centralized management system, which is called Panorama. So in this case, in the Palo Alto, this centralized management device we will be calling as Panorama. All the firewalls is going to connect to this Panorama, okay. And using a Panorama device, this is also same like firewall, but it will not having a traffic. It will only manage the firewalls, okay. So all the firewall you can connect to the Panorama, and you can manage using a single device. No need of login all these firewalls. If you have an, okay, if you have access to this centralized management device called Panorama, you can manage every firewall from here, okay. No need of login in any device. If any configuration is needed to configure, you can configure here, and you can just push that configuration to the firewall. Okay, it is something like if you know about VTP, right? So do you people know about VTP in the VLAN? Anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
So in the VTP, what will be
Yes,
done?
sir.
So there will be
Config.
having one server, one switch acting as a server, other will be acting as a client, right? Whatever the changes that you want to make, you have to make on the server, and server will send that update to the clients, right? And clients will update that changes. In the same way, the Panorama is an centralized management. You can also call as a centralized management server, where every firewall acting as a client here, and it will be connecting to the Panorama. And if you want make any changes, so you can just make on this firewall and send that, okay, push that changes to the firewalls, and firewall will be updated, the configuration will be updated. Okay, that's where the Palo Alto is providing a centralized management device. Okay, this will greatly reduce the burden on the administrator to manage the fire. Okay, to manage every firewall and manage every file or information. If it is connected to the Panorama will be having every firewall configuration and every firewall information in its database, and we can use this Panorama, and we can okay, manage these firewalls. And apart from that, the Palo Alto is also providing enterprise grade performance. Okay, so let me erase this. So Palo Alto Firewall is also going to provide enterprise grade support. So what is enterprise grade support means? Okay, if you have a company with 50 users, so before that we need to know about the Palo Alto hardware models. Okay, so we'll in the Palo Alto we'll be having different models. So where the Palo Alto contains, okay, we have discussed about hardware and software models, right? In the Palo Alto we'll be also having hardware models and also software models. In the hardware, so we will be having all these, okay, PA220 firewall. Okay, this is one hardware model, and PA400, these are the PA400 series hardware model firewalls. This is PA5200, this is one type of hardware model, and this is PA3200. Okay, this is one type of hardware model. PA7000 series, this is one type of hardware model. This is 1400 series, this is one type of hardware model. But why we have all these hardware models? We don't one firewall will support, okay, don't one firewall will support uh, the entire network. Okay, so but based upon the enterprise size, okay, if your company, so see here, this PA220 and PA400 series firewalls will support only small size enterprises. Okay, so let's take if you have a company with 50 users. Okay, if you have a company with 50 users, these two firewalls are very much suitable. So these firewalls, you can use 5200, 3200 as well. But for the 50 users, so if you have, if your size company size is small, and your budget will be also low, right? So if your company is small size and if your budget is low, buying these high end devices is not worth, right? Is not okay, you are wasting of the company money, right? So these firewalls will be cost in the lakhs. Okay, lakhs like 30 40 lakhs. But if you are going with PA220 or 400 seat firewall, it will be costing around 5 to 10 lakhs. Okay, that will greatly reduce budget on your company. But it will also, every firewall will provide security in the same level, but based upon your company size, better go with, okay, the uh, the model that it is going to support. Okay, so if you have a budget, you can go ahead and purchase this, that is not an issue. But if you are using only a less limited traffic and going to buy an high end devices, that is not worth, right? That's where the Palo Alto is going to provide enterprise grade support. So for small size companies, or for small size enterprise, they have designed PA220 and PA400 series firewalls. For medium to high scale companies, okay, so medium to high scale companies. So this 3200 and 5200 is very much worthy, and there are 5200 series which will be mostly used for high end, okay, high scale and uh, high range companies or high range enterprises. And mostly these 7000 series firewalls you can mostly see in the data centers, where multiple customers, okay, multiple customers or multiple projects will be taken care through these data centers, right? They will be installed in then this, okay, PA 7000 series firewalls will be installed in the data centers, or mostly you can see in the ISPs. In the ISPs also there will be multiple customer traffic is flowing. So these 7000 series firewalls are suitable to have in the ISPs. Okay, so these 7000 series firewalls, if you see, it will be an okay 16 unit rack or 18 unit rack size. That much size will be there. Once you install this, you cannot, okay, replace this firewall. But if you have something happen on this firewall, you will be having modules. Okay, this is one module, another module. This will be having modules. So if you want to replace, you can replace these modules, or otherwise, if you don't have any issues, you can use as it is. But once you install this 7000 series firewalls, you cannot replace entire firewall at a time. Okay, so you can replace module wise. So here also you can see this is one module, this is another module, this is one more module. Okay, likewise you will be having modules, and we'll be having 14,000 series firewalls. These 14,000 series firewalls are newly introduced by the Palo Alto. So it is also going to support medium to high range, okay, enterprise. But we have 3200 and 5200 for medium and high range enterprises. But why we have this, why they have introduced 14,000 series firewall means, so in 14,000 series firewalls, the Palo Alto has introduced a new feature called, it is already there, but they are using new in their firewalls, okay, which is PoE, power over Ethernet. But all these firewalls don't have that feasibility. So I think everyone know about PoE, right? Anyone don't know about the PoE, power over Ethernet?
I don't know.
Okay, so PoE in the sense power over Ethernet. So where some ports will support PoE. So let's assume we have here 8 ports, right? These 8 ports supporting PoE means this interface will provide data along with the power. Okay, so no need of connecting any power supply to this device. So once you connect any cable from this port to any of the device, so you can mostly get a data along with the power. Okay, these PoE switches, or you can see in the Cisco PoE switches or PoE routers, where you can be having IP phones, right? Avaya phones, where Avaya phones require data as well as power. So using these PoE switches or PoE routers, they are connecting to, okay, Avaya phones, and they are getting data along with the power. So likewise, the Palo Alto has introduced this PoE feature in the firewalls. So if in your network you don't have any PoE switches or PoE routers, so you can use this firewall and connect any of the interface, okay, PoE interface to the powered device, which is okay. Uh, Mostly these power device you can see IP phones, right? Avaya phones, you can see Avaya. You have seen the Avaya phones where it will work on the IP address. So once you connect these, okay, PoE switch to that particular IP device, so it is providing the data as well as power to the device, and so that it will work on that. Okay, so this is the latest firewall that Palo Alto is introduced with this feature, and it will work based upon that, okay, configuration. So if you want to use these ports, you have to make, okay, enable the PoE. This is going to support, but we have to enable the PoE on that interface so that it will work upon. Okay, and that's how the enterprise grade performance is also provided by the Palo Alto. And next one, we will be having VPN support, where the Palo Alto is providing a VPN support using. So if you have heard about site to site VPN and remote access VPNs. Okay, so site to site VPNs will mostly calling as IPsec VPNs. So you have heard about IPsec VPN, right? Anyone heard about IPsec VPN or IPsec tunnel?
No.
No, right? Okay. And remote access VPN mostly will be using for people who are working from home. So if okay, mostly in the COVID situation, the people are working from home, right? So they are sitting in the home, and they are connecting to their office network and accessing the resources, right? How they are accessing the resource means they have to connect the remote access VPN first. Okay, so for every firewall vendor, they will be having separate okay, remote access VPN application. Okay, they will be having software application to install in their Windows machines or laptops. Once they have installed that application, once they have installed the application, and they are going to connect to their office network, and they will be forming an remote VPN secure tunnel, and they will be accessing the resources from their company, okay, servers or company network securely. Okay, so that's where remote access VPNs will comes into the picture. And here in this case, Palo Alto is going to use its vendor specific remote access VPN called Global Protect. So in this course we are going to learn about Global Protect VPN, and in the separate session, and also site to site VPN, which is IPsec VPN. We will be having separate session here. Okay, so these are the two types of VPN support we will be having. And in addition to these IPsec and remote access, you will also having an support called SSL VPN, where you are using okay, using for the HTTPS traffic, web traffic. Okay, so it is going to use for the web traffic SSL VPNs. Okay, and these are the features that are going to provide the Palo Alto in order to secure a network from the internet or from the attackers. Okay,
Yeah, actually, what is the function of the VPN? It means actually,
sorry.
what is VPN? What is the function actually?
VPN is virtual private network. Okay, virtual private network means, so it is forming or it is laying a secure tunnel between your workstation and your company network. Okay, so let's suppose, let me tell you in different way. Okay, so let me erase this all. So what is VPN means? As I told you, the VPN is virtual private network. Okay, let's take one example here. Okay, you are sitting in the home. Okay, so you are sitting in the home, you are trying to access something from your office. So whatever the information that it is available in your office, that is okay, that is confidential. Okay, so whatever the information or whatever the resource that are available in your office network, that is confidential, and that is not exposed in the internet, and also that is not to be share it to anyone, okay, other than your office colleagues, right? So in order to do that, if you are sitting in home and if you want to try to that office resources, you have to go via internet. Okay, you have to go via internet. So if you are going via internet and you are trying to access confidential information without any security or without any VPN tunnel, so there may be a chance of someone in the internet, okay, sitting here, okay, trying to steal your information. Okay, whatever information that you are accessing from your office network, they are trying to steal information, and your company confidential information might be okay, hacked, or company confidential information exposed. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what companies, okay, what your company is going to do means, your company is going to provide you a VPN. Okay, VPN support. To provide a VPN support, they have to install the firewall here. Okay, they are going to install the firewall here. So if you want to access the resources, okay, if you want to access the resources from your company network, first you have to connect the VPN, okay, company VPN. So in order to do that, you must have the remote access VPN application in your laptop. And once you have that, and from here you are connecting to your office network. Okay, you are trying to connect to office network. Once it is connected successfully, so it will be forming a secure tunnel between your okay remote access application and your company office VPN. And within this, okay, within this VPN or within this tunnel, whatever you are accessing, that will be confidentially, and okay, that confidential information will be securely accessing. Okay, you are securely accessing without exposing into the internet. Okay, you are securely accessing. That's how the VPNs will work here. Okay, this is one type of example which is for remote access VPNs, but the same will work for the site to site, which is IPsec VPNs. Okay, so this remote access VPNs is for okay Windows machine and the servers means whatever the info, okay, servers available in your network. But site to site access is for the branch offices. Okay, if you have branch office, one branch office in Hyderabad, another branch office is in Bangalore, you have to form an site to site VPN, so in order to okay exchange your confidential information securely over the internet. These are the two types of VPNs that we have.
Is there any protocol here?
Which on which site to site?
Yes, site to site
The
or
protocol, this is a protocol. The IPsec is a protocol, layer 3 protocol that we are going to use here. Okay.
Yes, actually, I have one doubt. Actually, in routers also we will create the ACL, right? So
Yes.
whatever the IP is only a big one, it only allows, right?
Mm.
And rest of this are get denied, right? Then
uh,
why we need this one?
yeah, good question. So to tell you that, you have to know about okay uh, traditional firewalls and next generation firewalls. Okay, so see here, you can consider routers as a traditional firewalls. Okay, so what is a traditional firewall means? Traditional firewalls are those, okay, let's take this as a okay traditional firewall. Okay, so traditional firewall are those which provide security to your network by using L3 information. Okay, up to L3 it is going to provide security, but in your network you don't okay, not only L3 network, you will be also accessing application layers, right? Like if you are browsing something on the web browser, it is using HTTPS. HTTPS is an application layer protocol, right? Is it correct?
Yes,
HTTPS is a
Yes.
application layer protocol, which is
443.
yes 443, which is L7. So if this type of traffic comes in your network, if you are using a router will not know about this L7. It will, routers will work only on L3. So that is the reason to okay to rule out this, the firewalls comes into the picture. And next generation firewalls are those who is going to support your network or provide security to your network till layer 7. Okay, from layer 1 to layer 7, this firewalls is going to provide support, the next generation firewalls. The Palo Alto is the one next generation firewall who is going to support till layer 7. And apart from that, it is also providing IDS, IPS, advanced threat intelligence, all these things. Got it? The basic difference between you are using routers and the firewalls.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So see here, apart from that, okay, during this course, okay, you can mention the course duration first. Okay, this course has okay designed to complete in the span of 25 days. And what are the essential things that are needed for the course, or we have placed in this okay course contents? So first, we'll be having firewall fundamentals for the first 6 to 7 days. Okay, we are going to uh, teach only the firewall fundamentals. In the firewall fundamentals, you can learn about okay what is a firewall, and what is the special features that are available in the firewall, how the firewall is going to okay how can we configure policies in the firewalls, and what are the hardware types, what are the interface types, how the packet flow inside the firewalls, and what are the zones. Okay, what is interface management profile in the firewalls, And this is life of a packet means how the packet flow inside the firewall. Okay, so you have a firewall, you are accessing something on your Windows machine, and once the traffic reaches the firewall, how the firewall will inspect the traffic in order to send out. Okay, if the firewall has to be send out or firewall has to be drop that packet, that will be decides on the life of a packet, means how the packet will be inspected inside the firewall, how the how that particular traffic will be qualified by the firewall to send out or to drop the packet. Okay, that we can learn in the life of a packet. And we will be having session types in the, okay, in the fundamentals. Once these are completed, you will be having one basic lab here, how to get internet to the PC. And once the lab is completed, you will be having a troubleshooting session. So the basic troubleshooting session, so how you can troubleshoot the firewall, one how you can troubleshoot on the firewall if some issues faced on the firewall. Okay, and also we can in the troubleshooting session, we can rule out whether the firewall is causing the issue or not. That we can learn in the troubleshooting session, and that will be take 1 day. And once the troubleshooting session is completed, we can learn about upgradation of the firewalls, taking backup of the firewalls, how to configure static IP on the firewalls, manage on the management interface. And after that, okay, you will be having some other basic concepts that we are going to cover in first 6 to 7 days. Once everything fundamentals are covered, so we are entering into our main topics, so which is SSL decryption. SSL decryption is mainly used for HTTPS traffic, so where you are accessing something on the browser, and how the firewall is going to inspect that HTTPS traffic. So see here, if it is HTTPS traffic, so HTTP, yes means secure. Secure in sense the traffic will be coming from your Windows machine or any of the client in the form of encrypted. Okay, so if they're coming in the form of encrypted, the firewall has to be inspect the if the firewall want to inspect the traffic, the firewall needs to be decrypt the traffic, right? So that where the SSL decryption comes into the place. So we can learn about, okay, how the firewall is going to decrypt the traffic, and how the firewall is going to inspect that HTTPS traffic if something is issue on this web browser or something, anything is, okay, misleading your traffic, so that the firewall is going to know in the SSL decryption class. So in this SSL decryption class, you can learn about what are the types in, what are the modes in SSL decryption. Okay, and after this, the next day we will be having an lab on this. And once the lab is completed, we can have some, okay, real time, okay, how whenever you are dealing with SSL decryption, how you can face issues in the real time, we can have, okay, discussion on that. Once it is completed, we are entering into a next topic, URL category and filtering. Okay, URL category and filtering in the sense, so if your company having 100 users, okay, if your company having 100 users, within these 100 users, you will be having 50 or employees. Okay, 25 management, and let's take 25 as an HR, right? So within this 100 employees, we'll be having 50 employees, 25 management, 25 HR. So for users or for 50 employees, the accessing of their okay, to work to run office work smoothly, they will be having certain URLs which needs to be allowed. Okay, these 50 employees, no need of they don't want to, okay, access HR related information, right? So we can use this URL category and filtering, and we are going to block this, okay, HR related URLs for the 50 employees. Okay, and whatever the management will be there, right? So what are the things needed, okay, what are the URLs needed for this management, we are providing access to those. Okay, that will be covering in the URL category and filtering. Okay, basically URL category and filtering will be using in the Palo Alto firewall. So in order to allow certain URLs and in order to block certain URLs, okay, that will be going to know in the URL category and filtering. And after that, we'll be having a lab. Okay, we'll execute this scenario. Okay, and next we'll be having IPsec. So just now we have discussed about site to site VPN, right? So we will be having IPsec VPN as site to site, where we are going to cover all this information and all these things in the IPsec. And once this is done, we will be having one configuration lab, how we can configure IPsec on firewalls. And once the lab is completed, the next day we'll be having a troubleshooting session. Okay, if you have any issues on the IPsec, okay, if you are facing any issues on the firewalls regarding with the, okay, with regards to IPsec, so what are the things you need to check and how to fix that issue. Okay, so that will be covering the troubleshooting session here. And next we'll be having global protect VPN, which will be calling as a remote access VPNs in the Palo Alto, right? So this is a Palo Alto specific vendor. If you are using Palo Alto firewall, you can see it in the Palo Alto. Other than Palo Alto, you cannot see this global protect anywhere. So other vendors having their different remote access VPNs. For FortiGate, they will be having 40 client, okay, and Cisco, they will be having any connect, okay, they will be having their separate global, okay, remote access VPN applications. In the global protect, what are the things that we are going to, okay, cover here is these are the things that we are going to cover. And after every topic we'll be having lab and troubleshooting session, okay. And after that, after the global protect, we'll be having high availability. So this high availability will mainly use it for redundancy, okay. So if you are here about VRRP in the routing, so in the Cisco you have heard about VRRP, right? Anyone? VRRP or
Yes.
HS,
SRP.
HSRP or GLBP, right? So these are the redundancy protocols that we are using to have, okay, to avoid a single point of failure. So in the same in the Palo Alto also we will be having a concept of high availability, where high availability we are using two firewalls in a redundancy manner. So one will be acting as an active, okay, one will be acting as a passive. So all the traffic will be flowing through the active. Once this active goes down, the traffic will shift towards this standby. The standby will become active at that time, and all the traffic will be shifted towards this, okay, the new active, and this will take care. This is mainly because of to avoid a single point of failure in your network. So high availability will be using for the redundancy, okay. So there are different modes in the high availability. We can mostly discuss this in the codes, okay. And after that we'll be having an configuration lab and troubleshooting session, okay. And once the high availability completes, we will be having panorama, which is calling as a centralized management device. And we will be having, okay, we'll going to, okay, learn about how we can configure panorama, and how we are going to connect if you have multiple firewalls in your network, how we are going to connect that to the panorama, okay. That we are going to learn about in this panorama class. So after that we will be having an, okay, this will be having a separate class for this commit. This is not covering in the panorama. For the commit we will be having a separate class. So this will be, okay, teach after the fundamental class. So this commit mostly used as an to save the configuration, okay. So in the Cisco routers, you are using right configuration, right? Right running config, something WR you are using, right, to save the configuration. But in the Palo Alto firewall, you are using an option called commit to save the configuration into the running config. Okay. In order to do that, the firewall is using the commit. But if you want to save the configuration, there is some process in the backend the firewall is going to do that we are going to, okay, teach you in the commit class. So that will be covering in the commit session, okay. So here the codes will be designed, okay, to provide you an real time experience, okay, and with real time examples. So these mostly cover within 25 days of time, and you can learn within the 25 days, you can learn all these things on the Palo Alto firewall, okay. And these are the some pay scales that we have taken average, okay, but this is not exact what we are, what it is getting outside, but the average, okay. So you will get for if you are entering into the entry role of security, So you can see an L1 role as an entry role where you can get up to, okay, from 3.5 to 4.5 lakhs per annum. And if you have some experience on firewalls, they will move into the L2. And on L2, so on entry level, you will just get an monitoring, okay, monitoring of firewalls and some policy configuration, okay. For that L1 role, you will be getting paid for this. And if you have some experience on the firewalls, and they will move to the L2 engineer, where you will be providing access to the firewalls to configure something, okay, to configure and also to troubleshoot a little, okay, basic troubleshooting part, okay. And if you are well and good with this configuration part and troubleshooting part, they are moving to the L3. In the L3 engineers, you are, okay, you are like an expert. If you are in the L3 engineer, you will be expert on the firewall. Means you have to do configuration and also you have to do every troubleshooting, okay. If you have learned these codes, you will be directly, okay, be in the L3 role, okay. So we have designed in such a way that you will be expertise in the firewalls, okay, configuration and also the troubleshooting part, okay. And after that, you will be having a specialist roles where you can see tier 2 tier 3 engineers. So these specialists are, okay, mostly dealing with top, will be having top 25 in the Palo Alto. They will be having top 25 companies where they are providing advanced level support to them. So these tier 2 tier 3 will be manage these top 25 companies. So in the Palo Alto, after that you will be having, okay, based upon your based upon your performance, you will get, okay, technical lead, or you will get principal engineer. So you will get R&D engineer, you will be having R&D engineer, all these things. But based upon your performance only, you will get promoted into the roles as well, okay. And with this we are going to end our session. And just, okay, the session is yours now. If you have any questions, just let us know. Any questions, or do you need any clarifications on anything?
This is Sundar. Will you teach all this content in CLI mode and GI mode or only CLI?
Yeah, I see here in the Palo Alto, we are mostly using GUI mode, okay, web GUI, okay. And some troubleshooting we can see in the CLI. Most probably we are going to use web GUI only. The Palo Alto is going to support everything in the web GUI. So no need of remembering any configuration part here. No need of remembering any commands. You can use web GUI and we can configure everything. And the troubleshooting part also, we can go ahead and do in the web GUI itself. Everything will be in the web GUI. But there are some little config, okay, little troubleshooting part you can verify in the CLI. That will be taken care in the CLI. I will tell you where you need to use the CLI, okay. But most of the things we can use the web GUI.
No, no. My ask is,
Mm.
can you provide both CLI and GI? It will be useful for us, right?
Yeah, I will provide the GI part also I will provide, and CL also I will provide.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Hi.
Sir, this is Manoj. Basically, I am not an IT guy. I
Okay.
am from commerce accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any stuff to learn before the class?
Is there any stuff in sense? Do you know about basic security, basic networking?
No, sir. I don't have any idea.
So if you want to learn the security, at least you will be having basic networking concepts, okay. So if you know that,
Okay.
you are good, okay, you will be getting used and getting understand these concepts, okay. So before that, you need to know about the secure some networking concepts, like how ping works, how you can configure devices, and how the, okay, routing will work. Basics of routing, if you know that, that is fine.
Okay,
And
sir.
one more thing, are you going to cover routing part in this session?
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
We
after
are
this.
see here. We are not going to cover any routing part here. So we'll need a little bit of routing. I am going to use only static routes here, but routing part we are not going to cover here. Only we are focusing on the firewalls. So
Okay.
whatever the things needed to provide security to your network,
Okay.
we are dealing in these codes.
Okay, basically, in my previous organization, we used to do BGP, OSPF, and all in the Palo Alto firewall,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to maintain all this Palo Alto Panorama, Nexus switches, and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to maintain data center. That's the reason I'm saying all this.
Yeah. Okay.
And can you give me is it possible to give us a brief about CLI configuration? How we can configure BGP and OSPF? We used to configure BGP in GUI,
Mm-hmm.
so that we are aware.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we are not aware how the steps which are involved in configuration the BGP in the Palo Alto. I mean, in CLI specifically.
Yeah, CLI mostly no one will use CLI for the configuration, but if they want, they will be having separate documents for them. I will check and will provide that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we used to do this lock alter configuration also in the I mean in our
Mm-hmm.
day-to-day activities.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
yeah. No issues. Yes, guys. Others, do you have any questions here regarding these codes? And also one more thing, okay, this new batch is going to start from this October 22nd, which is on Wednesday. So it is going to start from 22nd. The timings are from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, this is a morning batch. So if you are interested after this session, we are going to provide an registration link for the course. So if you are interested, you can just go ahead and register using the link, and our team will contact you after that. Okay. And any questions, guys? Any
Yeah, one more.
clarification? Yes.
Hi sir, this is Mohan.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mohan.
Sir, you provided the syllabus right for the Palo Alto firewall.
Uh-huh.
It is enough to enter into the company that
Yes.
syllabus.
Yes. That is, we have
Okay.
designed in such a way that to crack the interview and as well as after entering into the company. So this will also provide you a support to, okay,
Mm-hmm.
to configure, to troubleshoot on your own.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Is it possible to include NAT configuration? I mean,
Yes, we are going to, okay, I haven't mentioned here, but in the firewall fundamentals itself, I'm going to cover how to create NAT
yeah,
policies,
yeah.
how to
There are
create
different types of
policies.
different types of NAT, right?
Yes.
U-turn NAT, static NAT, dynamic.
Yeah,
So,
static NAT, dynamic NAT,
please
U-turn NAT.
include that. Please
So
include that as well. Okay.
yes, yes, we are
Thank
already
you.
has a part of that in the firewall fundamental, but I haven't mentioned here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
బ్రో హలో
Yes,
హాయ్ బ్రో
Yeah, Naveen Kumar. Yes.
బ్రో యాక్చువల్గా నాకు 8 years నాన్ ఐటీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది ఇది యూజ్
Uh-huh.
చేసుకోవచ్చా
Yeah, you can. 990 non-18 is what you are doing.
సమ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఇన్సూరెన్స్ స్టఫ్
Okay.
ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చా
Yeah, we can. Okay, we can. You can also use that experience, so we can do that as well. That
ఓకే ఓకే బట్ ప్యాకేజ్ తక్కువ ఉంది బ్రో జస్ట్ 4 ఉంది
yeah, that's not an issue. Okay, if you are thorough with the concepts, they are just looking into the concepts only, not what you are doing before. So that will greatly helps.
ఐ మీన్ ఆ 8 yearsలో అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 4 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చా మరి
Yeah,
పాలో
yeah,
ఆల్టో
will convert that 3 to 4 years.
ఓకే
We can convert.
ఓకే బ్రో వాట్ అబౌట్ ఫీజ్ స్ట్రక్చర్
Yeah, actually, fee structure. If you are okay, go into our Tungabhadra networks. So let me show you that.
Also, can we have evening batch?
Yeah, evening batch will going to start in November. Okay, so we'll be having October morning batch, and the November next batch will be an evening batch.
Can we have any date on November?
November in sense actually this October batch is going to start on 22nd, right? So after 22nd means 25 days, might be next 20 or 18 November 18 or November 20 will start.
Hmm, Thank you.
Yeah. So see here the fee details if you want, okay, go visit our website, okay, TungaBadraNetworks.in, and you will be having a fee structure, okay. Click on the fee structure and we will be having okay entire courses and course fee. So if you want Palo Alto, it will be like duration 25 days and fees 10 plus you will be having GST as well here, okay.
Yeah, thanks. I'm dropping. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, no
Is
issues,
there,
yes.
is there any documentation for Palo Alto also?
Documentation,
I,
yes. Yeah, we will be having documents as well. See here in this Palo Alto, you will be having PCNSE training videos. So this is only for the registered candidates, which is password protected. We are okay. We are providing this password only for the registered candidates. And if you enter the password, so it will be okay. This password will be rotating once 15 days or 20 days. So let me log in for that. Yeah, see here once you log in, so you will be having documents here. So we will be having PPTs, so topic wise. You will be having recorded videos, and you will be having quick guide for if you have any interviews. You will be having a quick guide to refer quickly, and you will be having interview questions. And also you will be provide you with a cheat sheet, CLI cheat sheet. What are the necessary information that you need to verify from the CLI? You will also having the cheat sheets. So whatever you want, you can just click one click to download, okay. So it will directly download this particular quick guide to your local mission, okay. So only we are providing this access to the registered candidates, and everything once you got a password, everything you can download from here, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have the timing changes from 7 to 9? Because I am having an office
Oh,
at that.
sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, Kiran garu, yes, go ahead.
An office until 8 o'clock in the
Mm-hmm.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have any changes in the timing?
Yeah, changes in the timing means basically most of the people are going offices from 9 or 10. So that's the reason we have shifted the office timing from, okay, sorry, the course timing from 8 to 7 o'clock. The most of the people are going offices at 9 and 10, that they are facing some difficulties at to attend the classes. So that's why we shifted office class timings from 8 to 7 o'clock.
Sure, sure. No issues.
Yeah.
Is it a permanent access, or is there any time period for the after subscription of the course?
Yeah, actually, this content you will be having lifetime access, but we are rotating the password for security reason. So if you want to, okay, if you want to access anything at any time in the future, you can just contact our team. So they will provide you an okay updated password.
కార్తిక్ సార్
Yes.
సార్ అది మార్నింగ్ బ్యాచ్ 7 to 8 ఆల్రెడీ సిసిఎన్ నడుస్తుంది కదండి.
Yeah, this is all. This is CCNA. You are part of CCNA.
ఎస్ సార్.
So which
ఐ
which
ఎన్రోల్డ్
batch?
ఇంటర్న్షిప్ కోర్స్
Yeah, which batch?
13 బ్యాచ్ సార్.
So August 13th, okay. So if you are already enrolled for CCNA, you will get, okay, you will be getting this Palo course next month. So we are not parallelly running. So once you complete CCNA, then only you are eligible for the Palo if you are internship candidate.
ఓకే
Yeah.
సార్.
Yeah, Karthik, I have already taken the CCNA course.
Uh-huh.
Can I join in the next month?
Yeah, you can join.
Okay, this month it's not possible to me.
Yeah, yeah, no issues. If you are not possible and the times are not feasible, you can join the next month as well. Not a problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
From my side, one more query.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, routers and switches generally you are used for the CAT 9K or 7K series.
Mm-hmm.
But here, Palo Alto side, if it is coming, then you are using PA 7G series or PA 14 series.
No, no,
So,
that are the hardware, but we'll be having PA VM. So we are using VM firewalls here.
general switches, we don't have PA, right? Firewall
Mm,
configuration for that hardware.
yes, we'll
Oh,
don't have that images, but here in this Palo Alto, we'll be having software firewalls, right? So we are using PA VMs here to to do a lab. And also one more thing I want to let you know. So here we'll also providing lab installation support, and I'm providing what are the images that are required to set up the lab. I'm going to provide everything along with the license key. Okay, so the license key is also a very costly. So we are buying from the Palo Alto. So we are providing the license key along with the lab support. So we are going to do a install the lab in the EVNG where all the Palo Alto labs going to do on the EVNG. So I have a clear video how to set up the lab, and I will provide you once you enroll to the codes, and we'll be there to install whatever the images that we have given, and we'll provide complete support for the lab as well here.
Bro, what about the system configuration?
System configuration, what type of system?
How much amount of RAM?
Yeah, see here, yeah, good question. If you have a laptop with 16 GB RAM, that is fine. Okay, so we need at least 16 GB of RAM on your laptop, so that will be very much helpful to do Palo Alto lab setup. And the whenever you are doing the lab, the configuration, the system, the Palo Alto firewalls will take at least 6.5 to 7 GB of your RAM. Okay, we have to provide that in order to run your Palo Alto firewall smoothly. 6.5 GB of RAM is required. So if you have 16 GB of RAM in your laptop, that is fine.
is it also support iOS?
Yes, but iOS will be going to support. But for now, we don't have any video, or we don't have any images that are on that is supported for the iOS. Any other questions, guys?
If 8 GB there, then what? How?
If 8 GB is there, that will also work, but in between your system may hang. Okay, better if you have 16 GB, that will work well. So if you have eight
Is there
GB, is it
is there any
possible?
alternate?
If there any possibility to upgrade your RAM, that will not much cost. Okay, 1300 or 1400. It will cost to upgrade from 8 GB to 16 GB. So if you have
Is there
feasibility,
any,
you can just upgrade the RAM to 16 GB.
is there any virtual?
Virtual cloud lab is also there. Actually, from last 1 month, there is some upgradation process going on the office. So we have shut down the server. Might be in next 1 week or 10 days, we are bringing up the cloud lab. So if someone who is not if someone who is not able to lab in their laptops, or who has don't have uh, we have who don't have feasibility to upgrade their RAM, we are providing cloud lab access,
Okay, thank you.
but that will take 1 week or 10 days of time. So to bring up that lab again back.
Hi, Karthik. This is Praveen.
Yeah, hi Praveen, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think lots of batches completed
Mm-hmm.
before this batch start.
Sorry.
Lots of batches completed. Lots of batches start completed before start of this
Oh
batch.
yes.
May you know about any success stories about old batches?
Yeah, we will be having many success stories. We recently, not last batch, before last batch, there is one guy who has working as a system admin in the Australia. So he just joined the codes, and he learned the Palo Alto firewall, and whatever we I have explained in the codes. So they have asked the same questions and same situations. Okay, they have asked some real time scenarios based upon the situations, and he used to explain the same whatever I have explained, and he got selected in that, and he got hike of 100%. He just getting 65K Australian dollars when he is working as system admin, and now he is getting 105K Australian dollars, and he cracked the interview in such a way that the whatever the real time example that we are providing here, they have asked us the same, and he provided the examples what I teach.
సార్ సెప్టెంబర్ 9th బ్యాచ్ సీసీఎన్ఏ కంప్లీట్ అయింది
Okay.
లాస్ట్ వీక్. అయితే ఇప్పుడు మేము జాయిన్ అవ్వచ్చా దీంట్లో?
Yeah, you don't worry. Okay, our people will be there. I think they are already created a group, and they are going to add you in the current batch, okay, for this CCNA Palo Alto.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్. ఈ
Yeah.
డెమో వీడియో కూడా మనకి యూట్యూబ్లో అవైలబుల్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్? ఇది నేను
Yes.
మధ్యలో జాయిన్ అయ్యాను.
Yeah, it will be available.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yeah, no issues.
సార్ హాయ్.
Yeah, hi Sai
సార్
Kumar. Yes.
నేను సెప్టెంబర్ 9th బ్యాచ్ సార్. అది సిసిఎన్ఏ
Hmm.
N18 NAT అండ్ విపిఎన్ ఐపీసెక్ సమ్ టాపిక్స్ కవర్ చేయలేదు అవి.
అవును.
అవి
Yes, we are going to cover this Saturday and Sunday.
ఓకే ఓకే.
Yeah.
సేమ్ టైమింగ్స్ సార్? సేమ్ టైమింగ్స్?
No, I will announce the timings. Okay, I'm the one who is going to take that, so I will announce that in your respective groups. Okay, don't worry.
యా ఓకే.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Pawan.
I am Pawan.
Yes,
Yeah,
Pawan. Yes.
I am already working in a SOC, working as a SOC analyst.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take the network security course.
Yeah.
So, uh, in- this needs prior knowledge of like networking.
Yeah,
Will
you
require.
just need a basic networking. Okay, not the advanced. You can just need a basic networking and basic routing concept. So that will help you.
Yeah, that I have, and I want to take that CCNA also.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
If you want to take
yeah.
CCNA, you can already the batch is already started in October 13th. I think the registrations was closed right now. So I think you
Yeah.
can go ahead, and there is another batch is going to start on October 28th, it seems. So please register for that, and
Yeah.
please attend the demo that will be happening on 19th on Sunday. You can
Uh,
come to know about that. Okay.
because I need to move to network security, so
Mm-hmm.
is it okay? Like we can go to that network security without like we have not experience in routing and switching, right?
Mm.
In real time.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah,
Asking.
that's what I'm telling. Okay, if you know about the basics of networking, okay, like how
Mhm.
ping works, how the packet flows, okay, in the
Yeah.
network, and how the packets will route. Basic,
Mhm.
if you know the basic routing, this that will help you. In this
Mhm.
Palo Alto,
Because
we mostly not depending on the routing. We mostly depend on the security features that I have explained. But a little part of routing is also needed. That needs and basic routing concepts.
because we are already getting alerts in we are working in SOC, so
Mm-hmm.
we are getting Palo Alto alerts like
Okay.
firewall changes, router configuration changed, like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I am interested in that. So
Yeah, okay. If you have basic networking concepts, you can go ahead and register for this Palo Alto. Okay.
yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
When will be recorded videos provided?
Sorry.
When will be recorded videos will provide, sir?
Yeah, the recorded, okay, for every class, I am recording the session, and once the class completes within 20 or 30 minutes, I am going to provide a recording link as well. So you can go through that recording video once again, or if you are not attended the particular day session, so if you are busy with some other work, if you are not able to attend, you can go with that recording video. We'll be going to provide every day once the class completes. Okay.
Sir, it will send by WhatsApp, sir.
Yeah, we will be having a separate WhatsApp group for every batch. So
Okay.
I'm just going to provide the link in that WhatsApp group.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no issues.
కార్తిక్ గారు ఇది వీక్ డేసే ఉంటుంది కదా క్లాసెస్?
Yeah, these weekdays only from Monday to Friday.
Okay, because we have Juniper class in
Yeah,
weekends.
that's what we have designed only in the weekdays, and weekends there will be other sessions are going on. That's why this is only on the weekdays. Yep.
And Karthik garu, one more information for you. Like we have 7 to 9 class tomorrow, Juniper. You can like మీరు ఆ టైం చూసుకొని IPsec నాట్ చెప్తారా టైమింగ్స్?
Yeah, yes. మీకు 7 to 9 జూనిపర్ క్లాస్ ఉంది కదా, మైట్ బి 11 12 ఆ టైంలో ఉంటుందండి.
ఓకే.
యా. Any other questions here?
బ్రో హలో.
ఎస్ నవీన్ కుమార్.
యాక్చువల్గా 8 years నాన్ ఐటీ అని చెప్పాను కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం కోర్సులు నేర్చుకొని ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే ఏ రోల్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు? L1 L2 L3?
So mostly, okay, if you are having an experience of 3 to 4, better we can provide L2 hours. So 1 or 2 years we can go with L1, but 3 to 4 years means we can go with L2 role. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, guys. Any other questions? I think it's been 1 hour 11 minutes.
సిసిఎన్ఏ తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు మామూలుగా పాలాల్టోనే ఆల్టర్నేట్ ఇదే బెస్ట్ అంటున్నారా సార్?
Oh
అంటే
yes.
నేర్చుకోవడానికి
Yes, if you have multi-vendor or multi-domain knowledge, that will be helpful.
యాక్చువల్గా కోర్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ తీసుకున్నాను. సో సిసిఎన్ఏ తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ ఏ దాంట్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలని కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్. సో దాంట్లో
Yeah, better you can choose Palo Alto.
ఓకే సార్, చిన్న డౌట్ అంతే దానికోసం.
Yeah, no
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
issues. Yeah, no issues. Yeah.
కార్తిక్ గారు, మేము మల్టిపుల్ కోర్సెస్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం కదా డే బై డే. ఇప్పుడు అంటే ఇంటరప్ట్ అయిపోతాం కదా మధ్యలో. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్యారలల్ టు నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ తీసుకోవడం బెటరా, ఈ మంత్ స్టార్ట్ చేయడం బెటరా విత్ జూనిపర్ ప్యారలల్గా?
ప్యారలల్గా జూనిపర్ అంటే మీకు జూనిపర్ వీకెండ్స్లో జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, మీకు వీక్ డేస్లో Palo Alto జరుగుతుంది. సో మైట్ బీ బెటర్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ this month, but if you are not that confident on CCNA and Juniper, take time, okay, and complete the CCNA Juniper topics once again thoroughly, and go ahead with the Palo Alto next month.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So is there any certification for this?
Certification is there, but that will be a global certification will be there. You have to go on your own on this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we can wind up this session. And if you are interested to join these codes, okay, you can just contact our team. So if you go ahead on our websites and you can see in the home page you can see the contacts numbers for enrollment. So you can contact Chaitanya or Varshini. So this will be helpful to provide enrollment process, and we can see if you are enrolled we can see. I will meet you on October 22nd at 7 a.m. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for joining. Have a good day and have a great weekend. Bye.
You too, bro. Happy Diwali.